Welcome, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Min, and I am your happiness coach. Just kidding. I am going to change that. I am no longer a happiness coach because you know why? Um, I just look up the definition, but the difference between joy and happiness, and they're two different things. I think I'm in a state where I am in joy, and happiness comes from external things. When something happens or an event, that I'll be happy. All right. But joy is actually a state of mind. It's the foundation. So I feel like I'm in a space now that I have joy, and joy comes from the spirit space. So that is internal. And when you have that, no one and nothing can take that away from you. So if you know the difference between joy and happiness, let me know what it is. I want to see your chats on the comment section below. If you're live here. If not, we're happy to hear that as well. As soon as you can put a comment down or something like that. But let me read you the definition. And because of that, I am actually having a joy camp. I was going to think about a happiness boot camp, and I didn't really like boot camp too much. So I came up with something with joy camp. And I'm going to have a 60-day joy camp. We're going to meet once a week over the internet, over Zoom, so anyone can join all over the globe. Doesn't matter where you're at, as long as you have internet and you have Zoom, you can definitely join in with us. So if you're interested, contact me and my team will get back with you with the special price, because I'm not putting the price on here just in case if someone logs in or sees this video later on, prices will change. So because of that, just contact me, email me, my team, and if you can make the live session, that'd be awesome. If not, you can also join us later in the recording. It just be as great as well. So let me read to you the definition, the difference between joy and the difference between happiness. Okay, so happiness versus joy. Happiness is external, joy is internal. Happiness is dependent on circumstances. Joy is independent of circumstances. Happiness is a emotional response. Joy is act of will. Happiness is having what you want. Joy is wanting what you have. Oh my gosh, right? How many people want what they have? Yeah, that's a question for you. And happiness is external euphoria. Joy is inner contentment. Happiness is the effect. Is the effect, right? You're happy because something happened. Someone called you back. Someone gave you validation. Someone made you happy. You hear that? And joy is the cause. Interesting. Happiness is the result. Joy is the foundation. Happiness is inconsistent. This is why I don't want to be a happiness coach. Joy is consistent. Happiness is temporary. Excuse my the way from my native tongue, certain words is hard for me to say. Temporary. And joy is external. So which one do you want to be? Do you still want to be happy? Or do you want to be joyful? You see, this is why people are never happy, because they're always, they are happy, but it's temporarily, and they're always chasing the next best thing. But if you have joy, if you're joyful, that is the foundation. If you're joyful, it doesn't matter the circumstances, you are always joyful, and it comes out of you. And joy is spiritual, and happiness is the external. It's the human body, the soul life. All right, so keep that in mind. So I want to know, do you want to be happy, or do you want to be joyful? And this is where I came up with the joy camp. All right, so like for me as well, I'm going to give you some backstory of me. I wasn't always joyful. I had moments as well. So there's like, different stages of your life, right? Once you're born, that state, it kind of sets the foundation basically when you're a child, how you see your family, your parents, how they co-parents, how they treat you. Do you get love in your life, or you're constantly neglected, or if you were abused? I'm so sorry to hear those things, but these are things that affect your foundation and what they put inside of you. Do you live in a happiness space or a joyful space, right? So there's like steps in my life where I wanted to be happy, and I was happy, and I realized, wow, this feels good. That I'm always chasing the next best thing, or just the next thing. Once I got something, I'm like, okay, I got it, fine, whatever. Like the definition earlier, having what you want, or just want what you have. Then after you have it, joy is wanting what you have. So how many people want what you have, or now you have it, do you still want it? Like, do you think about it, dream about it, and just appreciate and grateful for it, or you want something else? You see? Yes, most of you are probably thinking, and I'm glad, because it really hit home for me as well. So those are the different stages in your life. So again, my story, we were a first generation immigrant, so my parents was poor, right? We didn't have anything. My parents actually had 5 kids, and they adopted 2 more kids, so that makes 9 people that my parents had to feed, and they're immigrants. Okay, my dad worked really hard. So let me bring you back. All right, if you had a choice, if you could be born again, if you can pick any family that you want, I call it my 4 camps, and I came up with this 4 camps. Okay, if you could pick 4, which one would it be? uh camp number 1. Camp number 1 is the darker side, the controlling, the savage, the toxic, whatever you want to call it, right? Getting from people, like, then they feel good, controlling, demanding, what's in it for them type of camp. Camp number 1. Camp number 2 is the victim, the complainer, guilt trippers, right? The people who always complain are, self-sabotagers because they don't have something. Or example, if you're growing up, like, I'll use some examples. Sometimes I'll blame my parents. Oh, they weren't poor, they weren't rich, because of that we couldn't have certain things. Or why didn't my mom marry this person, why couldn't she marry someone else, blah 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 blah. You blame your family. Or if someone could have, if they didn't do this, then I wouldn't have to do that. Blamer, complainers, victimhood. Okay, camp 2. Camp 3. Camp 3 is the camp that's happy camp. you know like they could be on the darker side, the complaining side, and then when something happened, they are happy. Wow, yay, something happened to me, yay, this person validated me, yay, I'm happy, I'm going on a trip, yay, I won a lottery, yay. Right? Those people, only when something happened to them, they're happy, they're your friend. If something is not, they're on the other side. Oh no, I'm still waiting. I don't know. I gotta wait 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, I gotta wait 5 days to my day off. I can't wait till the weekend. I will party hardy. Or you got camp number 4, which is the joy camp. Now, the joy camp is no matter what happens, they have joy in their life. They're able to turn the negative to a positive. So, regardless what happens in their life, whatever's going on, they always try to find the positive. Example, I've been there many times. This is why, how I know I belong in the joy camp. And I'm so happy here because, even right now, with business and how things are slowing down a little bit in the real estate space, right? Um, I I always think, oh, okay, because of this, I can do more. What is it called? Like, oh my God, lead generating, right? I use my time because I have the extra time. I can generate more lead. I can network more, or I can start another course. I can start another business. Like, instead of waiting for something to happen, I am creating opportunities. I'm not trying to take from anyone else, But because the joy in my life, the joy in my heart that is within, I am looking for opportunities out of the negative. So instead of just writing off the negatives, oh, it's slow because the interest rate is high and blah 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 blah, I am focusing other things, manifesting, working on my inner self, building everything that I need to build. Okay, taking advantage of the moment. You see, so I hope you understand that. And that's where I'm at. I'm in a joy camp. So which camp do you want to be? And if you wanted to be in a joy camp, you in a camp, follow me and I'll show you exactly what to do to have the joy and peace in your life. So no matter what happened, no matter the circumstances, you have joy. Have you heard her saying, oh, she's never happy, blah, blah, doesn't matter what I give her, she's never content, because you are looking for external things to make you happy. And you ever heard the saying, happiness comes from within? But people don't know how to, what that really is. The answer is not happiness from within. The answer is having joy, being joyful. Because once you're joyful and you have joy, that's the basic foundation, and no one can take that away from you. Just like the camp number one, the dark camp, right? No matter, they're always trying to take from other people. Yes, use them. Yes, opportunists. Get that. I'm going to take this, I'm going to take that, right? That's the dark side, the toxic side. That's their foundation. Doesn't matter what happened, they just want to take, 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 take. Okay? So the joy is the foundation of happiness. All right, so I'm going to use that as happiness because that's what a lot of people know and understand more than just joy. But I want to promote that because once you have that joy in your life, you're not constantly looking for the next best thing. You're not, not content with what you have. You're not in love with what you have. Many of you, think about it, many people would die for the position that you're in. There's some housewives, right? Like there's some people out there like myself. We have to work every day, constantly looking for ways if we don't get paid the next month, blah blah blah. We have bills, right? Like, there's some people that don't even have to work. And you're constantly looking for other things to make yourself happier. And I'm not judging, but I'm just saying. And I know that you probably want a solution. So if you want a solution to your issues so you could be in peace with what you have, I'm going to use the word happiness because that's what a lot of people understand. And later on, we're going to move on to the next stage. Because once you are done with the happy stage, we could be joy. We can talk about joy all we want on the next level. But for now, I'm going to still use happiness and joy because that's what a lot of basic people understand. And once we get into that realm over there, that other space, we don't need to worry about the happiness, right? We don't need to wait for something to happen for us to feel better because we really feel good regardless what happened to us, regardless of we're in a relationship, regardless what God sends you, what God does for you. We are already happy. Okay, so if that's you and you're interested in join the boot camp so you can go in the joy space, all right, I am ready to, join and team up with you so we could be in the same space and we could all live a joyful life. All right, so if that is you, you can click on the link description below. Contact me, get on our mailing list, and we'll let you know when the Joy Camp is starting. All right, I am so looking forward to meeting everyone and on our way to Joy Life. Okay, see you guys later. Bye. Oops.